is nice. Okay, so Street Fighter 6 tier list. Street Fighter 6 tier list. High level tier list, right? This is based on high level play. If you're in gold, pick whoever you want. If you're in platinum, pick whoever you want. Hell, even if you're in diamond, pick whoever you want. But at the high levels, eventually it's gonna be some character separation, right? That's where we're going with this. So we got, I'm just go over the tiers real quick. D tier, nah, that just means nah, you're not it. D tier, just garbage. I don't think there are any. The other thing is there are no bad characters in this game. Tier lists are kind of stupid. Tier lists are kind of stupid in the sense that like they're not always necessary because you're not always playing at the level where tier lists matter. And if you outplay the player sometimes or play the matchup well, sometimes the tier of the two characters on the screen doesn't always matter. But it's important to know. It's good to know, yo, is my character strong? Is my character weak? Blah, blah, blah. So this is my month one. This game's been out for what, 2 weeks? Month one Street Fighter 6 high level tier list. It's not going to be super drastically different than maybe some of the other tier lists, but there's some things that I flat out disagree with. So we got C tier, viable if you're OD sweaty and a little lucky. C tier, the characters that struggle, but they're not just trash. They're just the characters that struggle and they look at the other characters who don't struggle like, damn, I wish I had that. B tier is where most of the characters are probably going to end up. Because B tier means you're viable, you're a good character, you don't need to play a different character, you can play a B tier character, do really fucking well. But they do have some issues that just make them a little lesser than other characters. A tier is the top tiers. These are the characters who are really fucking good, but they're honest characters. They're not just busted. It's not like when they're on the screen, it's like, what the fuck do? I can't do anything. Like, the characters can lose. You know what I mean? They're not perfect characters, but they're really good. The S tier is the perfect characters. So I'm looking at the list down here. I think I'm going to just go in order. I'm going to just go in order of how the characters are on the screen. So we'll start with Ryu, Mr. Street Fighter, Mr. Hadouken, DP, Shoryuken, blah, 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 blah. It all starts with Ryu. I put Ryu in B tier. Some people are going to think, oh, you think B tier, you think he's bad, blah, blah. No, I think B tier is you're good, you're solid, you're viable. That's B tier. You can win a tournament with Ryu. You don't need another character. You don't need nothing. You can pick Ryu and go the whole distance. Ryu can do everything. If you're a B tier character, you can do everything. You can do everything with Ryu. Ryu is the guy. I don't think I need to explain why Ryu is B tier. Ryu is A tier, B tier in damn near every game. He's always seen as like strong, but not the strongest. He's never seen as terrible until a few patches later when other characters get added with a bunch of stupid shit. So Ryu is the measuring stick. Pause. He's the measuring stick. So now we got Luke, who is Ryu Jr., but I got some bad news. I'm going to just say this. If you play Ryu, that's what the playstyle you like, the character you play, and your objective is I want to win. I like playing Ryu, but I wish I had a little more juice. I wish I was a little stronger, and I want to just fucking win. Play Luke. Play Luke. Play Luke. Play Luke. Just play Luke. When this game first came out, I didn't think Luke was this good. And then, like, I watched more. I looked at all the other characters more. And then I just looked at Luke, and I looked at the character spread. And I was like, wait. Does Luke lose to Ken? No. Does he lose to Jamie? No. Does he lose to Chun? No. Does Luke lose to Guile? Luke loses to Guile, right? Nah, dog. Luke doesn't lose to Guile. Luke doesn't lose to Guile. Kimberly? No. I'm not going to say it, but Luke doesn't have any losing matchups in this game. He doesn't. And if he does, somebody please show me. Tell me and show me, because I'm dying to know. So that is usually a sign of a top tier. A character that doesn't lose to anybody is probably top tier. And the other character that I'm gonna put up here is the same thing. He doesn't lose to anybody. He's a Shoto. He's a jack of all trades. He can do everything in the game, right? He can throw fireballs. He has a good fireball. He's got a good low forward, confirmable. He's got some other stupid ass buttons. He's got a perfect flash knuckle shit. He can get damage if he needs to get damage. He can play neutral if he needs to play neutral. He's got armor for whatever fucking reason if you ever need that. If you ever just need a hit of armor, hey, guess what, dog? Luke can do it too. Just like Marisa, Luke can do it. Why? I don't know, dog. He can just do everything. He's not that like scary when you just look at him. It doesn't seem like he has that much, but he just has everything. Like, he can do everything Ryu can do. He can do everything Ken can do. He can do everything Chung can do. Like, he can do all of it. And there's no catch to it. There's no downside. It's like if Akuma had the same health and the same buttons and the same fireball as Ryu. Or better. You would be like, yo, this character's cracked. Why would I play Ryu? So, anyway. Then we got Kenneth Masters. I like that these are the first three characters. The Shotos, they're all lined up like that. First three characters, they're all very similar. They're all Street Fighter. Does modern controls affect the tier list? No. Modern controls, this tier list is assuming you're playing the best way to play the character. Whether it's modern, whether it's classic. I think it's seen as classic for now. But it's assuming you're playing the character the most optimal way, is what I'm going with. So, as a Luke player, I can confirm he's still the best in the game. I appreciate it. So, Ken is top tier. Ken is really strong. Ken is really good. But Ken is fair. And if you wonder whether or not Ken is really, Ken is busted. Ken gotta be top tier. He's gotta be top 1. He's gotta be top 2. He's that fucking good. Watch the Ken and Guile matchup. And if that doesn't tell you Ken is honest, I don't know what will. You might just be salty because Ken players are just doing EXDP, stand heavy kick, Jirai kick. I don't know what they're doing, right? You might be salty. But Ken is very, very good. He has some stupid shit. His corner carry is stupid. The fact that he can side switch off a fucking 5-frame button, off a 4-frame crouch jab at close range, he can get a side switch for no meter is silly. His corner carry is silly. He gets corner carry in the setups off any hit, basically. It's fucking really good. However, his neutral is kind of sus. It's a little sus. Like, in some matchups, you gotta just be really patient. You can't just be ooga booga, unga bunga, like Street Fighter 5 kid. You can't just run in all the time. Like, you'll get caught. You gotta, you know what I mean? And at a lot of levels, Ken is just overwhelming, but at a certain, once you get to the higher levels, there's a reason Chris T is the only Ken who's winning everything. There's no other Ken doing Chris T. That nigga's just good. Chris T is just fucking, he's just the man. So don't let his Ken make you think Ken is the best character in the game. It's like, no, that's just Chris T being good. It's every other Ken is not doing that well. So Ken is really good, but like I said, he's got issues. His fireball sucks. You know what I mean? He's got some issues. His buttons aren't the greatest. Shit don't always link the way it's supposed to do. And he's good. But trust me on this. Like I said, look at the Ken versus Guile matchup. And not just Knuckle versus Chris T. Watch any Ken player fight any Guile player. And just watch it at higher levels. Just watch it. Just see what happens. And if that doesn't tell you, damn, this character actually has to work sometimes. If that doesn't tell you that, then I don't know what will. Anyway, Jamie. Run DPB's great. Yeah, run DPB's fireballs, but it's a gamble. You can get smacked out of it, and if you happen to misspace it or they happen to recover, you're fucking dead. You're losing 50% health. It's a gamble. We got Jamie. Where do we put Jamie? So do we put Jamie in B tier? Or do we put him in C tier? Where do we put Jamie? Is not top tier. I'm gonna put Jamie in B tier. Because I don't think a lot of Jamie players are playing the character right. I think you should always be trying to drink with Jamie. If anyone would know about always drinking, it would be me. I think if you're playing Jamie, your goal should be drink. Like, I'll fight some Jamie players who are just trying to rush in around start. I'm like, what are you doing, dog? Get your drinks up and then come play me. I'm supposed to be chasing you, but they don't always play the character right. And he's got some shit. He's got some sauce. But a lot of people are still relying on beta gimmicks. Like, what is it? Forward heavy punch and they're driving back in the corner where, like, it's kind of hard to see at first. And it's like, bruh. Like, most of the Jamie players I run into are still trying to get gimmicks off. Instead of just trying to figure out and flesh out the character and see what good setups and shit he has. But he has some good shit. His stand heavy kick's really good. His low forward's really fucking good. His palm is good. His dive kick's really good. I know you need drink to get that, but I just recently found out that his fucking windmill spinny kicks on the ground and shit, he can just do, if you try to throw a fireball and he's like drunked up and he has meter, he can just do that shit. And I don't mean punish the fireball. He can just do it in neutral and then cancel on a level 2 and pretty much be safe, I think. I gotta lab it, but I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy. That's kind of good. But he's got some sauce. You just gotta figure him out. You'll have to work with him, but I don't think he's C tier. I don't think he's at that point where it's like you need to really, really sweat to work. Cause like I don't think he's just getting destroyed by every character in the game. So anyway, we got Chun once again. I'm putting Chun in the well. Hold on now. Do I want to put Chun in A tier? I think Chun might be A tier. Chun is good. Nah, Chun's B tier. Chun's B tier, bro. Chun's a B tier, bro. She's a B tier, bro. She's a B tier, bro. I think most of the cast in this game is a B tier, to be honest. So there's also that. Jamie's an NRS character, strike through mix. Yeah, Jamie's got some shit. Chun, I think, is viable, a good character, but she has some issues, right? You got to get to her stance. Her anti-airs aren't the greatest. Her down DP isn't the greatest. Like, she's got some weird little thing. Her fireball isn't the greatest, right? It's not supposed to be, but she has good shit. You can't just fireball her to death because LOL nigga Hazanshu. You know what I mean? She still got stand heavy punch, even though it isn't the godlike move it was in Street Fighter V. It actually has startup now. So she's not as dumb as she once was. She can get really good damage. She can anti-air. She can't really zone great, but that's never been her game anyway. If you master Chun, she's probably A tier if you master her, but she's a character that'll need to get fleshed out a little bit more. And she doesn't get used that much, so I'm not like the Chun expert, but I know the character's not bad. I know the tools she has. She has a plus on block stand, medium punch, if I'm not mistaken, which is also cancelable. She has really good cancelable buttons. She got a lot of shit. She's not a Shoto, but she's Shoto adjacent, right? She has a DP, she has a fireball, she has spin and bird kick, which is weird in this game. It doesn't get used as much, but I'm pretty sure it's a combo extender. So she's got shit, right? She's not bad. She can, it's like Ryu. She's just like Ryu in this game, where it's like, yeah, she can pretty much do everything, but like, she isn't the best. You know what I mean? She's really good though. Now we got, now we have Guile. S tier. If anybody thinks Guile is not S tier, watch Knuckle do play. I think even the Japanese pros were like, where do we put Guile? Then they watch Knuckle do, they're like, yeah, he's top tier. But no, seriously, Guile was just really good. Guile was always fucked up in Street Fighter because his design just makes him fucked up. He has the best fireball in the game by design. He has the best reversal in the game by design. The best anti-air in the game by design. His damage is good in this game, but you don't even need to go for combos like that. You don't even need to go for the high damage shit, right? He still has an overhead. He still has a low. He has his crouch medium much target combo, which is fucking dumb. He's got 18 anti-airs. If you get him burned out against Guile, you're dead because he can just chip you out, especially if he has 2 bars of super meter. Like, you getting burned out and he level 2s, just put the controller down, dog. Just put it down. Just put it down. Put the controller down. It's over. Like, Guile is fucked up. Character's really stupid. Really, really good. Alright, here's where people might start disagreeing with me. Oh, wait. Now, maybe the next one. I'm gonna put Kimberly in B tier. Alright, Kimberly in B tier. Again, a character who's good, who's viable, etc., etc. Not the best in the game. She doesn't have a DP anymore, so you can maul her. You can maul her if you knock her. Like, playing Kim versus Kimberly, I'm not as mad at it anymore. Because if I can get a hit, it's going into a setup. And that hit is going to another setup where I'll try to steal a turn and I can just maul her. Now, if she had, you can't jump at her. Her anti-airs are still godlike. You know what I mean? She still has her setup. She still has her pressure. She still has that annoying ass slide. So she can play the game really well. But don't let Kimberly's do like teleport bullshit on you. That shit is fake. Like, driving back bullshit, shit is fake. She has a lot of gimmicks and a lot of stupid shit, which makes her seem better than she is. But most of it is like, you gotta learn the matchup. Like, there's homework before you really fight Kimberly. But at high levels, she's good, she's viable, but she's not stupid. You know what I mean? Her stand medium kick is probably the best button in the game. Her drive rush and crouch medium kick is really good too. But she's a really good character, but she's not like, she got nerfed. So, you know what I mean? Jury. Now, jury is a question. Some people are going to say put jury up here. Some people are going to say put jury in S tier. I think jury's really good. In fact, Jury might be the third best in the game. But I got Jury in A tier. I got Jury in A tier. I don't think Jury needs nerfs or anything. I think a couple of other characters could get buffed, but I think Jury's fine. There are some things that I don't love about her, but she's not like super overtuned. I don't think Jury's really overtuned. I think she's just really, really good. But I think she's also weird to fight against. Like, she's not a character everybody knows the matchup of. So the more you learn how to fight her, you learn her strings and learn her frame data, the matchup becomes a lot easier. You learn to watch out for the dive kick, the fireball. You learn to parry some of her shit. Like, you learn more. She's not that crazy, but she's still really fucking good. Her stand medium kick is still 5 frames for whatever the fuck reason. Stand heavy kick is stupid good. Her fireball's really good. You know, her fucking Fuha stocks. She's gonna get him right, and then when she does, she's even more stupid, even more damage, more Oki. Her drive rush is second to one other character. Her drive rush is second to one other character, and that's it. So, yeah. And I just realized I should have put another tier in here. I should have put another tier in here of the characters that I don't know. Because Blanka, I don't know. Blanka, I honestly don't know where to put him. I want to put Blanka in viable tier, but he might be A tier, man. I've seen Mina RD play Blanka, and he might be fucking really good. He might be A tier, but I'm going to put him in B tier for now. I'm going to put Blanka in B tier for now, because he's viable. He's got, even aside from just heavy Blanka ball neutral, like, he has a couple of decent buttons. I think EX Electricity is plus on block, so he can get plus frames relatively easily. He's got anti-airs, he's got a reversal. He's just goofy and ugly, but he's not a bad character. Dhalsim. Dhalsim is the first C tier character. Viable if you're OD sweaty and a little lucky. So if you're Mr. Crimson, I'm sure you make Dhalsim look good. But I don't think anybody else is making Dhalsim look good right now. He's a funky character. He takes time to figure out. We don't know him fully yet. But a lot of his you can't do a lot of the Dhalsim shit you can do in Street Fighter 5. He just doesn't have it. So he's he's got some other new shit. He's got his air fireball. He has the upward fireball and the straight fireball. He has Yoga Flame, Yoga Blast. So he has a bunch of shit that some of it is new. But I don't think any of it like is super scary. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think any of it's super scary. He doesn't have that Street Fighter 5 pressure he had with the plus frames and the teleports and the mix-ups. Like, he's a lot more floaty and a lot slower in this game than he was in Street Fighter 5. So he's taking a step down when every other character is taking a step up. Like, if you look at Ryu, Ken, Chun from Street Fighter 5 to 6, they got a bunch of new shit and they look better. You could argue about Chun, but Ken and Ryu are objectively got better in this game, right? A lot of the characters did. Jury got more of her shit. And he looks like he didn't get better, so he's C tier for now. But maybe the Dhalsim players will find some sauce and bring him up. Honda's an S tier. Honda, no, I'm joking. Honda's an A tier. Jury driver is fast as fucking it goes far. Yeah, she has the second best drive rush in the game. And Jury does have a meterless drive rush with a forward dash. It's stupid. And she has the best forward dash, but the second best drive rush, which I don't understand. Because your drive rush is based on your forward dash. I don't really get it. But Honda's A tier. Do I need to explain why Honda's stupid in this game? Headbutt is safe. EX Headbutt is armored and it anti-airs. And he also has stand heavy punch anti-air, so he doesn't need charge to anti-air, so you can't jump on him at all, ever. Butt Slam is plus on block. Butt Slam is plus on block. Butt Slam is plus on block. It's always plus on block. Whether it's side switches, whether the first hit hits, it's always plus. So if you ever block it, GG. You got to anti-air, right? And you got to anti-air it at the right time. And it's annoying. It's a lot of stupid shit. Headbutt is safe. Heavy headbutt does a whole drive gauge of chip, which is stupid. Yeah, and then if he has his little buff, he can do the hands and get an extra combo, get more damage. He has an invincible level 2 that goes full screen. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but if Honda has 2 bars, it's like Cammy and Honda, well, a few characters have this. But it's like if they have enough super meter, you can't throw a fireball. If Honda has 2 bars, you can, and he's charging, well, you can't throw a fireball. But if he's charging, you're dead. He's gonna kill you for throwing a fireball. If he's not charging, you might be able to sneak one. But Yeah, Honda's actually good in this game. He still has a command grab. He still has an overhead. He still can cancel his overhead into the command grab. Because of course he can, right? So, he's still got shit. He's got some, his buttons aren't the greatest in the world in neutral, but he's got some decent ones. So you can't fireball him to death, especially once he gets level 2 super. Then he can walk you down and shit. That's when he's even more scary. But yeah, Honda's actually good in this game. He's not just stupid. He's stupid in this game. Don't get me wrong. He's ignorant as fuck. But he's ignorant and good, which is why he's so annoying. Like in Street Fighter 5 and most other games, it's like Honda's annoying, but he isn't really top tier. This game, he's top tier. So next we got where everybody's going to disagree with me, but I'm going to tell you that I know my characters and I play Dee Jay. I play Dee Jay a lot. Well, I play Kid more than Dee Jay now. But I was a Dee Jay main. I was looking at the character before the game came out. I knew I was going to play him. I played him for hundreds and hundreds of matches as soon as the game came out. Mid-level, high-level. I watched high-level DJs, analyzed, watched the game at high level, play the game a lot, and I'm confident in how good Dee Jay is. Before I place Dee Jay, I'm going to say he's a very strong character, very viable character, and I think he's really good. I don't think you need to play a secondary character or anything like that. I think he's very strong. His drive rush is stupid. He can get plus frames really easily and is stupid. Dee Jay's a B tier character. Dee Jay's in the B tier. And I think that does more to say how strong the B tier is than to say Dee Jay's not good. Because people are going to say Dee Jay's either top tier, they're either going to say he's either S tier or A tier, right? But I think the A tier characters, like, I don't think Dee Jay's as good as Jury. I don't think he's as good as Ken. I think it's close, right? If this was ordered, Dee Jay would probably be the top of the B tier. If it was ordered, but it's not. It's not ordered. So he would be the top of the B tier, just like Jury would be the top of the A tier. Jury then Ken, right? If it was ordered. So I think Dee Jay is a B tier character. Why is he not S tier? I don't know why I think he's S tier. So something they talked about earlier is like Dee Jay is probably at his best when he's moving around, mixing you up, and playing the drive rush forward, mix up game, the forward medium kick overhead, just cool, all that type of shit. But while you're doing all that type of shit, you're not really charging. Like Dee Jay has 2 charge moves. His fireball sucks. It's not good. His medium fireball is usable, serviceable. His heavy fireball you can use from full screen and that's it. EX fireball is good, but that's it. You know what I mean? So he's not like, and you're just not usually playing the walk back, crouch down back. He's not Guile. So you're not really utilizing his charge stuff as often. And his charge, like his up kicks is really good, but you don't always have access to it. And he's like one of the only characters and the only charge character who doesn't have access to a godlike overhead when he doesn't have charge. I don't know what, like Honda always has stand heavy punch or whatever. Blanka always has stand heavy kick or whatever. Like they don't have to worry about that. But Dee Jay, if he's not charging, it's like he might anti-air you, but he might just get smoked for 40% for trying to. And that's a problem that you shouldn't, like, that's a problem that a top tier character is not gonna have, right? He still has matchups where he really struggles, and Dee Jay's drive rush is really good, but his game plan gets pretty linear pretty quickly. Because you can't really play the fireball game with him, right? Can't really do that. His buttons in neutral are not terrible, but they all have a crutch. His crouch medium punch has a downside. His slide, his crouch heavy kick has a downside. His stand medium punch is plus on block, 7 frames, got good range. Sounds amazing. It has an issue. It's not cancelable. He doesn't really have good cancelable normals, so he gets smoked by drive impact a lot. And again, sometimes like we watch like, oh no, I was watching like Dogra, I was watching Hot Dog. It's like you watch really, really high level gameplay on like good or high level players, like good players, and you're watching respectable gameplay. I can't count how many times I watched Nash players in Street Fighter 5 play against Daigo playing Guile and beat him, and I'm like, Nash gets destroyed in that matchup. And I'm watching like some of the best Nash players in the world play Daigo and beat him. And they're like, oh, if Nash gets destroyed, how are they winning? It's like, well, this is a high-level match, and they're playing very respectfully. As soon as the disrespect gets turned on, it's like, nah, I'm going to just start jumping in on you. I'm going to just start driving back in on you. It's like, then your character gets your power gets dialed back a little bit because you can only do so much. So you have to like watch out for those things, which means if you're Dee Jay, now you can't stand medium punch so much. You can't crouch medium kick. Like you can do crouch medium kick, they can drive impacted, and you will get punished because it has that much recovery. Like it's kind of crazy. Like it's. And I know people are gonna say, nah, you just a scrub. You just sure, dog. Sure, sure. I'll be master rank with Ken in like 2 days, and I'm Diamond 4 right now. And I'm not saying that's a flex, like, oh nigga, I'm good because I'm Diamond 4. Like, no, I'm just saying I can play well against. I have a bunch of sets on my YouTube channel against high level players, playing with Dee Jay, playing with Ken. So it's like I can play at a relatively high level. I'm not the best in the world. I'm not about to win a tournament today or nothing like that. But like I can play the game well. I'm not placing him low because I just got smoked with him. No, I'm placing him here because this is where I believe his power is. And I know I've been talking about Dee Jay forever, but he's the character I play, the character I like the most. And I know everybody's saying he's S tier, he's top tier. He's not. He's not. And I have a track record of being right about shit like this. So anyway. This tier list is taking too long. I feel like people sleep on Dhalsim because he's not used and it's hard to play. I'll be honest, I haven't seen the Dhalsim tech. He could go up. I think he'll go up, but right now he looks a little weaker. He doesn't look as good as he was in Street Fighter 5, so that's a good sign that he might not be that strong. Manon. I'm gonna put her in B tier. I think Manon is good. She's viable. She's annoying. She's a very annoying character. She's a very pesky character. She can just jab, light kick you to death. And as soon as you get lulled to sleep, command grab. She's a robbery character. So she's a hard character to place. So when she doesn't have medals, she's B tier. When she does have medals, she's A tier. Does that make sense? When she has medals, if she's level 4 or 5, she's A tier. Because then you're just petrified of her. She's gonna hit you. When she's level 1, 2, or 3, she's B tier. So she's the only character that like she dances between these two tiers. Her buttons seem goofy and shitty, but they're really not. Her buttons are actually pretty decent and neutral. They have pretty good range. Or like I've noticed a lot playing Ken, like she can play good in footsie range with like Ken's crouch medium kick, like right outside of it, which punish you, bring you in, and you know what I mean. Then you got to play that guessing game. Is she gonna throw me? Is she not? Now the reason she's in B tier and not higher normally is because she needs to use a lot of meter to get her game going. She needs to drive rush, cancel into shit to make sure she can get stocks off of it. So she has to spin meter and hard commit and put herself in dangerous situations sometimes. But the reward is a 37% command grab. So she's good. She's got a godlike anti-air. I don't see that many good Manon players, just being honest. Most Manon players don't play her to her full potential. Like she has a move that goes to fireballs, and I've seen maybe 2 out of the 300 Manon players I played against use it. And it's like, yeah, I know you can parry and shit like that, but like if you're trying to get in, like stop just jumping and doing drive impact, maybe just walk your opponent down and then get outside that footsie range. Anyway, I'm explaining footsies and shit. But the character's good. The character's good. Mr. Crimson killing rank with Dhalsim. I gotta see it. Anyway, we got Marisa. Marisa, I wanna put in A tier. I wanna put Marisa in A tier. I do. I wanna put Marisa in A tier. I really, really do. But she's a B tier character. I want to put Marisa in A tier. She's a B tier character. Her damage is S tier. Her armor is, I don't know how to make it consistent. If they know how to make it consistent at the higher levels, maybe. But the main reason I have Marisa in B tier, and a lot of people are not gonna care about this or even thinking about this, she's the only character in the game, to my knowledge, that can't drive rush into a full combo off a 4-frame button. I thought Dee Jay couldn't do it, but turns out he can. She is the only character in the game that cannot, off a 4-frame jab, like a fastest button, who cannot drive rush and get a full combo off of it. She can't get a full combo off of it in general. She can do like crouch jab into down back to her uppercut special move, into super, but that's it. Every other character in the game can drive rush into a whole ass CPU level 8 combo, into corner carry, into super, into all kind of other shit that she can't do. Now her damage is really good. She has armor, it's good, but as the game progresses and we all get better at the game, her Superman punch, we're gonna anti-air it or perfect parry it, right? We're either gonna regular parry, perfect parry, or anti-air it every single time. So that move is gonna lose. It's gonna get weaker and weaker and weaker as the game goes on. The people that are using it a ton in neutral are gonna be hard stuck in diamond. Sorry to tell you. So that's gonna go away. Gladius is really fucking good. Her step kick, I don't know. That seems very, very punishable. It seems like it has a good amount of startup. But like I said, her damage is good. Her heavies are good. A lot of people were just picking Marisa, trying to get a hit and just charging back heavy punch on your wake up. And it's like, you're just going to get EXDP'd at higher levels. She also doesn't have a reversal. So her reversal is free to load. Her regular stance loses to lows and throws. Her EX stance still loses to throws. So as a Marisa player, you can't count on your reversal because there are characters like Ken who can just meaty throw you. And at that point, you gotta risk trying to jump out or something. And if the Ken player knows that you're gonna do that, I use Ken as an example because I play Ken. He can just meaty you and you're fucked. So like Marisa hits like a truck, but she definitely has weaknesses. She has strengths because armor and hitting like a guy. She has highest damage in the game and armor, right? You can't just zone her out. She will get in on you. You got to actually play the matchup well. And if you make one mistake against Marisa, you die. So she's not bad, but B tier. Alright. We getting close to the end here. What's this character's name? JP? A tier. People are going to argue about this too. JP's S tier. Hey, dog. I play NRS games. I play Mortal Kombat and Injustice. JP's an NRS character. We've been dealing with this shit for over 10 years, and we dealt with Cabal, we dealt with Kenshi, we dealt with Destro, Martian Manhunter. We know how to deal with zoning in NRS games. It's not that fucking scary once you realize, oh, he's just an NRS style keep away character. Get in his ass and stay in there. Pause. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. Yes, he has like a reversal, but you gotta bait it. You gotta give him. He doesn't have the greatest buttons. His neutral buttons are not that good. Now he has a bunch of good shit, like his zoning is busted as hell. His level 3 you can do from full screen, but there's a catch to it. It's 18 frames. He has the slowest level 3 super. He has the slowest super in the game. That shit's slow as hell. So he can't just punish you on reaction with his level 3. Like, and I know about this because I played Nash in Street Fighter 5. Nash had a level 3 super where if you threw a fireball from full screen, I could punish you, right? But his super was 10 frames. It was the slowest super ever. So it wasn't like a reversal. So when you think about that, you gotta go, oh, JP's level 1 is his super reversal. That's his real reversal. He has his counter, but that's easy to bait and punish. And once JP gets in the corner and you're like pressuring him, he has to make a hard read. And if he makes the wrong read, he dies. So it's like he's really strong at his game. JP is one of those not snowball characters, that's more Manon, but he's one of those characters where he either smokes you or you smoke him. You smoke you or you smoke him. That's usually not a sign of a top tier. It's a sign of a character who's strong, but not a top tier. So that's why he's there. Zangief. Zangief's an interesting one. I'm actually going to go out on a limb and put Zangief in B tier. I'm going to put him in B tier because his grabs are fucking stupid good. He's got anti-air grab, but he has to make reads and he has to work. But he's gonna get in eventually. He's got more options than ever to get in. He also has a stupid ass overhead, even though it's dumb. His overhead is unsafe, but he can make it safe to most things in the game, and I don't think people know that yet. I think when people figure that out, man. His command grabs are stupid. He's the second best grappler in the game after Manon. And I know you would think, oh, but that means she's better than him. She's a better grappler. He has better buttons than her. She has the better grab. If she gets the levels up, his grab is always stupid. I don't think I'm saying he's not rocket science. You can't jump on him either. You can't jump in on him either. I mean, Lariat isn't great. I think it sucks on the backside of it, but like, he also has his EX command grab. Like, Zangief's got a lot of tools. Just Zangief players have to learn to use his new tools. It's the problem that a lot of legacy characters have, like Ryu, Zangief, etc. Niggas are playing Zangief like it's 2009. You have to play Zangief like it's 2023, bro. Stop playing Street Fighter 4 Zangief. You don't have green hand. Play Zangief in Street Fighter 6 and he'll be better than you think. Lily, nah. C tier, Lily C tier. She doesn't really have shit. Her gameplay is really linear. She has to get Condor Wind Socks to play the game. And once she gets Condor Wind Socks to play the game, just look for her to fucking Condor dive in or Condor Spire and smoke her for it. If she's the funny part is when she gets in, she's +1, right? And then there's just a bunch of characters that have a DP or invincible super, and it's like, yo, you're plus and that's cool, but guess what? You still have to guess because I can still just reversal you. So like you don't even really get to reap the benefits. And I know you can say that for anything that's plus, but Ken has Dragon Lash Kick, which is heavy Dragon Lash, is plus for free. And that's her biggest strength. She has a command grab, but like she can't do combo damage. The thing with Zangief and Manon, right? The other two grapplers, Zangief and Manon, they can hit you and hurt you, right? If you don't want to block against Zangief, he can do high damage combos to you if you don't want to block, right? If you don't want to block against Manon, she can hit you and she might have spent some drive meter, but she can still grab you for trying to hold up and get a metal level. You don't want her to get the metal level because then the grabs do more damage, right? If you just hold up against Lily, you're going to lose 12%, 16%. Like, she's not going to do a lot of damage to you for not blocking. So her grab game isn't that strong because what is there to fear if you don't block? You know what I mean? Like, she's just not that good. Cammy. We saved the best for last. What do we put Cammy? Save the best for last. I'm joking. She's not the best character in the game, but she is good and viable. I'm going to put Cammy in B tier. And just like I said, most of the characters in the game are in B tier. Cammy is in B tier because even though she's good, Hooligan is useless. Don't let a Cammy player do Hooligan to you. The little flip is fake. Anti-air hitter is fake. It doesn't do anything. That move sucks. Spin Knuckle is fucking busted in this game. Heavy Spin Knuckle is plus. That shit is like 28 frames, but good luck reacting to it, bro. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. And then if she does like medium Spin Knuckle, that shit's not reactable. Light is not, but it doesn't really go anywhere. But Spin Knuckle is really good in this game. Spiral Arrow is good in this game. Cannon Drill is really good. That's what I should have said. It's Cannon Drill. It's not fucking Spiral Arrow. But it's actually a good poke in this game. But she doesn't really do any damage. Her mix-up is not that strong. Like I said, Hooligan's useless. Her mix-up isn't that strong. Her low forward is busted. Her crouch heavy punch is good. Her jabs are good. Her mediums are good. She's very viable, but she's not brain dead and she's not top tier. She's strong and you can win with her. We've seen Punk win tournaments with her, but we'll see over time how she develops. But she's a B tier character, and that's my tier list. Is it that far off from anybody else's tier list? Who knows? But that's my tier list. Cammy needs level 3. Oh yeah, her level 3 is a beam as well. So if Cammy has level 3, you cannot throw a fireball. Even for full screen, she will smoke you. That shit is a bullet. It's a gun. So they gave Cammy a gun, which she has 3 bars a meter. She's even more scary. She obviously has a DP. Her damage just isn't really that good. But other than that, like if she gets you in burnout, she can do some shit with the Spin Knuckle because it's plus, right? So one is plus, one is like -3 or something, so that one becomes plus, right? So she can do some goofy shit. A lot of characters can do some goofy shit when you're in burnout, but you wouldn't expect it to be Cammy because she doesn't have a fireball. She doesn't, you know what I mean? But she's got some sauce. She's a strong character, but not that viable. I think this tier list is where we at right now. The best characters are Luke and Guile free. Jury's really fucking strong. Ken's really fucking strong. Honda's really fucking strong. JP's really fucking strong. The rest of these characters in B tier are really good and viable. The only characters I would say avoid are Dhalsim and Lily. And I could be wrong about Dhalsim, but Lily's not strong. Lily's not that strong. She's just not. That's how I feel. I think you can win with any character. No characters in nah tier because there's no character that you just, my character's too weak. No, any character is strong enough. So that's the tier list. argue in the comments. I explained my placings, so hold that shit. Alright, enough of the tier list. Cammy needs level 3 to full screen and more projectiles. You have to do it at a certain time and the fireball will still hit. Hooligan is bad, no question. Pug is never used it, and dive kick has a height restriction so you can hit her out fairly easily. Spinning knuckle is a fast, great projectile counter. Need to know how to play neutral with. Cammy B+. I love your Cammy breakdown, bro. Your Majesty, I love your Cammy breakdown. That's better than what I said, bro. Yo, Astro is for Adam Schefter. I think that is the I'll play Final Fantasy now if y'all still here, but no, I agree. I think that's the best way to explain Cammy. Hooligan is useless. Her level 3 needs to be Cammy need, oh, it's not full screen invincible to projectiles. Interesting. You have to do it at a certain time. That's interesting. I haven't seen that yet. I just gotten cooked by it a few times. But yeah, dive kick does have the height restriction, but I think that the trade-off is that it's safer now. Or no, it was safe in Street Fighter 5. I'm bugging. It was always that safe. But yeah, her dive kick does have a height restriction now, which I know Cammy players hate, but it's still good. It's more of a the usage of dive kick is kind of different. Like I was getting cooked by Cammy's dive kick earlier because it was like she would jump and I would get ready to like anti it, or I'd trip guard a lot. So I would try to trip guard, then she would dive kick and punish me. You know what I mean? But if you try to anti her with like a crouch heavy punch or something like that, she'll make you whiff and punish you like that. Or she can just not do the dive kick, you know? So it's a different type of strength. It's not as useful as like I'm just gonna EX dive kick in neutral and get plus frames for free type shit. You can't really do that anymore. But yeah, I think Cammy's a B tier character. I think she's good. I stand by this tier list. I stand by this. Alright.